right. Hello and welcome to Yoga at the Benninghofen House, Chair Edition. So we'll be using a chair today to lift our practice up and feel the poses a little more deeply. You might find that you like using a chair all the time, and so we're going to explore some familiar poses. And if you like using the chair, it's definitely much easier on the knees. Anytime we're doing a practice, you could always have a chair handy and use it for the poses that you want to use it for. So always feel free to make your practice your own and use any kind of props. Chairs are ideal. You might also find yourself, since we sit in chairs all the time in life, just finding some more yoga in your life as you're sitting in chairs. So in the chair, we're going to scooch up to the edge, and our ankles are going to be below our knees. So grounding down into the feet, spreading your feet out wide in all directions, grounding down into your sitting bones on the chair, lifting up tall in the chest, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Shoulders are up, back, and down. Crown of the head lifting tall towards the ceiling, finding that nice straight spine. You can either have your hands facing down or facing up. Try it both ways and see what you like better. Then closing the eyes and starting to watch the breath. Coming into the present moment, making a space in your day for yourself. Taking this time to take care of yourself. Letting go of any thoughts, any worries, any anxieties, any to-dos in your brain. Letting all of that go for now. Putting it on the back burner so you can be present with your breath. On the exhales, letting go. Scanning your body for any tension. Releasing your jaw, releasing all your face muscles. Using the breath to anchor our practice into the present moment. And when you notice your mind wandering, just gently bringing it back to the breath. On the inhale, you can think in. On the exhale, thinking out. Noticing the pause after the inhale and noticing the pause after the exhale when all the air's out. Starting to deepen your breath. On the inhale, belly expands. On the exhale, belly contracts. Connecting to your ocean breath, your ujjayi breath with the HA on the inhale and exhale with a closed mouth. Tuning into the sound. It's like a whispering hum. Deep ocean belly breaths in and out. Noticing the pause at the end of the inhale when you're full up with oxygen. Noticing the pause at the end of the exhale when all the air has been breathed out. Thinking about any places in your life where you're feeling stuck, any places where you want to grow, any goals you're working towards. We're going to come up with an intention for our practice. So what will your practice be dedicated to? In your journey towards growing, towards becoming your best self, what piece of that will you work on today? Joining your hands at heart center, stating your intention in your mind, and then visualizing what it would look like if that came to fruition. Visualizing how you would feel, feeling how you would feel when your growth is achieved, when your goal is achieved, if your wish came true. The sky's the limit, so feel free to dream big. Plant the seed. And then during the practice, we'll come back to our breath and we'll come back to our intention. Bringing your hands down, blinking your eyes open, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start warming up the neck. So dropping the chin down to your chest and then inhaling the left ear over to the left shoulder. Some little half rolls. Exhale the chin back to the chest. Inhale the right ear over to the right shoulder. Exhale the chin down. Inhale left ear to left shoulder, and we're going to hold it over there. Bring the left hand to the head, not pulling hard on the head, but just some gentle pressure there. And then send the right arm out. Roll your wrist around, find some little movements in your arm. See how that affects how your neck feels. You can move your head around a little bit. Just kind of exploring the sensation, stretching the neck. You can take that outstretched arm, just massaging around a little. Again, whatever feels good. And then we'll bring both hands down, chin down. Feel the length in the back of your neck. Then roll the right ear over to the right shoulder, dropping your shoulders down. Left arm out, rolling the wrist. Right arm on your head. Little movements in the arm and neck. Deep breaths. Massaging the neck. And then both hands down, chin down, and then head back up. Find some shoulder rolls backwards. And then just do backwards one at a time. And forwards, one at a time. So we're going to do a seated eagle pose. And so there's a leg component and an arm component. So we're going to cross the right leg on top. So cross at the knee. If you can take your foot and cross it around behind your leg. I know some people can do that. I cannot. So I'll just kind of work my foot towards the leg. Sit up nice and tall. So we're just going to inhale the arms open wide. Just warm up the shoulders first. Exhale, hands and elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, the left arm on top. Hug it, just for the exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, you can hug it again, or you can do the eagle arms. So eagle arms is you cross at the elbows, and then you cross at the wrist, working towards being able to kind of like get your hands together. Mine aren't all the way there, but they're getting there. So if your hands can't hold hands with yourself, then you could just bring the back of your hands together, lift it up, or you could do the hug, your choice. Eagle arms. So inhale, open it, arching the back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, open, deep breath, feeling the stretch in between your shoulder blades in the back. Exhale, folding forward. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. On the next inhale, opening your arms wide. And then exhale your hands down. We're going to change the cross in the legs. So left leg on top. Again, if you can cross your foot behind the leg, do it. or just kind of hold it towards the leg going in that direction. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, elbows and hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbows and hands. Inhale, open. Exhale, right arm on top, hug. Inhale, open. So for the eagle, you could do any of the ones that we've done. You could do elbows and hands and hold it there. You could do hug and hold it there. You could just cross at the elbows and do backs of your hands together. Or you could cross at the elbows and then try to cross at the wrists, finding that bind, dropping your shoulders down, raising your elbows up. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. One more time. And fold. And then opening your arms up. And exhale, uncrossing the legs. So your feet grounding down again. Feet are hips width apart. We're going to warm up the spine. So finding that cow shape back and the cat shape back. So inhale, arching back, looking up, full breath in. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, chin towards the chest, rounding forward. Moving with your breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. And the next time you're at the front, we're going to just start to spiral around the spine. Inhaling, arching forward. Exhale, rocking back, making this your own. Big or small, fast or slow. Waking up the spine. And the next time you're at the front, going the other way. So these are similar things that we're always doing at the beginning of class, so they can always be done in a chair if you prefer that. And then sitting up nice and tall, we're going to inhale the arms up, watch the palms come together. Exhale the arms floating down, feeling your crown reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reach. On the exhale, right arm can come down to the edge of the chair. Left arm stretching over. Inhale up in the center. Exhale, stretching over to the left. Again on each side. Inhale, reach tall, breathing through the fingertips. Exhale, stretching the left arm over, feeling the whole length in the side body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach tall. On the exhale, left arm comes across to the knee. Right arm comes to anywhere on the back of the chair. It could be high, it could be low, but twisting to the right. Grounding down through your feet, through your sitting bones. Lifting tall in the crown of the head. On the exhales, using both hands to kind of help yourself twist a little further, wringing the air out. Deep breaths to your twisting belly. On your next inhale, slowly unwind, reach tall in the center. Then on the exhale, right hand comes across, left hand to the back of the chair, twisting to the left. The inhales take you taller. The exhales twist you a little more. Twisting is good for the spine. It helps keep your digestion flowing. It massages your internal organs, releasing toxins. So lots of twisting, good for us. On your next inhale, slowly unwind, reach tall in the center. Then on the exhale, bringing your hands down and behind you, you can grab anywhere on the back of the chair. It could be low, or you could try walking your hands up, but we want that long spine. So this is a chest opener, so shoulders up, back and down. Little back arch, looking up, deep breaths here, bringing the breath to the belly. Then keep breathing in to fill your lungs all the way up, remembering that 3-part breath from last week, breathing to your belly, then ribs, then chest, exhaling chest falls, ribs squeeze, belly squeezes. On your next inhale, reaching tall for the ceiling, and then exhale with a long spine, leading with the heart, hinging at the hips, folding all the way forward. Let your neck relax, so shake your head no, shake it yes. Let your head relax and hang. Let your jaw relax. Deep breaths here. Connecting with your breath, connecting with your intention. Bringing your hands to your knees, we're going to come up halfway lift. So take the bump out of your back, shrug your shoulders back away from your ears, hug your elbows in. Crown of your head is reaching towards one side of the room. Your tailbone is reaching towards the other. So kind of trying to get longer. Back strengthening. Deep breath in. Exhale back to the fold. We're going to come up halfway again, but this time we're going to have airplane arms out in the back. Deep breath in. Exhale, folding again, letting it go. Arms out to the sides, energy in the feet, grounding down through your tailbone, reaching up to the ceiling, and exhaling your hands to your heart. So we're going to flow with our breath through this seated sun salutation. Inhaling the arms up, watch the palms come together. Exhale, swan dive with a long back, leading with the heart, folding forward all the way down. Hands on your knees, inhale up halfway. Shrugging the shoulders back, hugging the elbows in. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway with airplane arms. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Again, sweeping the arms down. Inhaling them up. Exhale, folding forward, leading with the heart. Hands on your shins, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway with airplane arms. Exhale, fold. Keep your right hand on the floor in between your feet. Left hand sweeps up to the ceiling for a twist. Exhale it down. Left hand on the floor. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale it down. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to add a little twist for the core here. So inhale. On the exhale, twist to the left and lift your left leg. That's the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right, lift your right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. That's 3. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. 4. 5. 6. We're Going to 8. 7. 8. Sitting tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, leading with the heart, rounding down. Hands on your knees, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway with airplane arms. Exhale, fold. Right arm stays on the floor, twisting up with the left hand. Deep breath in and twist. Exhale it down. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale it down. Inhale both arms up. Exhale your hands down to your heart. And we're going to bring our hands to our knees, and we're just going to lean forward and stand and then sit. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to 10, 7, 8, 9, and on the last one, 10. Stand up tall, stretch. All right, so we are, if your chair's on a mat, you want it to be at the edge. You're going to be facing your chair, standing behind it. So we'll inhale the arms up, and then exhale. We're going to come to a downward dog on the chair. So put both of your hands on the chair seat and step your feet back. Good amount towards the edge of the mat. And then like in down dog, we're pushing the floor away. Now we're pushing the chair away. Our fingers are spread wide and our head will just hang down. So you can feel what it feels like to have your heels on the floor in down dog. So you can flex your feet, wiggle your toes, feeling the length in your whole back body, breathing here. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, we're just going to rock forward on our toes just a little ways first, and then exhale, pushing back towards down dog. Inhale, hips coming forward towards a flat back, like towards a plank on the chair. Exhaling it back. Then inhaling it forward. So you're on your toes. You're in a plank. You could just stay here, or you could take a deep breath in. Then on the exhale, sending your hips forward to like an upward dog, where your wrists are under your elbow or under your shoulders. You're balanced on your toes. Deep breaths to the belly. Lifting out of the shoulders. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, sending it back to downward dog. Releasing your head and neck. We're going to do that one more time. So you can take it forward as far as you feel comfortable doing. In time, you can go further. On your next inhale, shifting your hips forward. You can stop anywhere along the way, or make your way all the way to upward dog. Shrugging your shoulders down, looking up with your head. Deep breaths to the belly. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, shifting up and back to downward dog. Let your head hang. Deep breaths here. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up and back. And then on the exhale, just kind of shift forward onto your left toes and hover. pushing back with the inhale. Exhale, hover. One more time. Then on the exhale, bringing your right foot up and in between the chair legs. We're going to find that high lunge. So checking in the front that your ankle is below your knee. Your knee's kind of like right by the chair. Mine's touching the chair. And then your ankle right below that. Balanced on your back toes. Sinking in the hips. Feeling that left hip opening. On your next exhale, gently bringing that back knee down, uncurling the toes, low lunge. You can either stay here or you can inhale the arms up. On the exhale, sink in the hips. On the inhale, reach tall. Then on the exhale, left hand comes across. It can either go to the chair or to your knee. Right hand comes to your hip, twisting to the right. On the inhale, crown of the head up to the ceiling. On the exhale, twisting a little more. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, bringing both hands to the chair, curling your back toes under, stepping back, downward dog. Deep breaths here. All right, we're going to get that on the other side. So on your next inhale, left leg out and back as high as feels good. Exhale, just shifting forward, hovering the knee. Inhale, pushing back, lifting the leg. Exhale, coming forward. One more time. And then exhale, the foot in between the chair legs. Knee towards the chair, finding that high lunge on the other side. Sinking into it, letting that right hip open, breathing deep. On your next exhale, gently bringing that back knee down, uncurl the toes, low lunge. Making sure that back leg and hip are nice and tight, either keeping your hands here or inhaling them up. Inhale, reach. On the exhale, right hand comes across to the chair or to your knee, left hand to your hip, twisting to the left. On your next inhale, unwind, reach tall, then exhale your hands to the chair, curl your back toes under and step back to down dog. So we're going to walk our feet forward so that our hips and knees and ankles are all in a line. So this would be like a table position with the chair. So we're just going to find some cows and cats. So on the inhale, spine drops down, head and tailbone roll up, looking up. Exhale for cat, belly button towards the spine, chin to the chest, rounding your back. Moving with your breath a few times, cows and cats. And then coming to a neutral spine, flat back. So we're going to do that bird dog balance using the chair. So we always do this in table. So this is how we would do it in chair. So we're going to lift the left leg out in the back as high as feels good. Then we're going to put weight on the left hand because that's going to be one of our balancing points, and also our right foot. So grounding through the right foot, spreading that out, spreading the left hand out. And then you can put your hand on the back of the chair, your right hand, and stay there, or you can send it out long, like you're shaking somebody's hand in the front. On the inhale, stretching the hand and foot apart. Back strengthener. On the inhales, get long. One more breath, reach. And then exhale the hand and foot down, one cow and one cat in between. And then flat back, neutral spine. This time we'll lift up the right leg and back. Putting weight in the right hand. Left hand either comes to the chair, balancing there, or you can extend it out. Inhales, reach through the fingers and toes. Since we're balancing, you can just look straight down and pick a point right under your sight to stare at. One more inhale, reach. And then exhale, one cow and one cat. And then flat back. So we're gonna do a little twist here. So we're gonna bend the right knee, keep the right hand on the chair, and the left hand lifts up. So the hand that's down is pushing, the hand that's up is reaching, scraping the fingertips along the ceiling, opening up the chest. Deep breaths here. One more inhale, reach. And then exhale, back to table, one cow and one cat. Neutral spine, and we'll do it on the other side. So bend the left knee, keep the left hand down, right hand sweeps up to the ceiling. Hand that's down is pushing, hand that's up is lifting, scraping the fingertips, opening the chest. Deep breaths. One more inhale, reach. And then exhale, back to table. We're gonna step back to down dog. Release your head, take some deep breaths here. On your next inhale, inhaling the right leg up behind you, and then exhale, bringing the foot forward in between the chair legs. We're gonna pivot the back foot, so your feet are gonna be perpendicular, so the heel in the front is aligned with the arch in the back. So we're gonna be practicing triangle. We did this one last week with the blocks or the cans. So now we're gonna feel what it feels like with the chair. So straighten the front leg, ground down, spread your feet out. Keep your right hand down on the chair. Left hand opens up to the ceiling. On the inhale, turning to look up at the hand. On the exhale, looking down at the hand on the chair. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. One more time. And exhale, looking down. We're gonna bend that front knee. Send the back leg out. So we're gonna be going to warrior two here. So deep breath in. On the exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two. So looking out over your fingertips, making sure your fingers and your toes and your knee are all in a line. Bringing your tail in the back, sinking in the hips. Stretching the arms, fingers in opposite directions. On the exhale, sinking down. Flip the front hand, back hand comes down by the back leg, reverse warrior. Deep breaths. Deep breath in. On the exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two, shifting forward over the front leg towards the chair, bringing your hand to the chair, back arm comes by your ear, side angle pose. Feeling the energy from your fingertips all the way to the back edge of your left foot. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, both hands to the chair. Step back to down dog. Let your head hang. Take some deep breaths here. Relax. We're going to get that on the other side. On your next inhale, lifting the left leg up and back. Exhale, sending the foot forward in between the chair legs, pivoting the back foot, perpendicular feet, tucking the tail in, keeping the left hand down, right arm reaches up to the ceiling for triangle. Energy in the feet, grounding down, spreading both feet wide. Pushing away with the hand that's down, lifting with the hand that's up. On the inhale, look up. On the exhale, looking down, finding some movement for the neck. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. One more time. Exhale, looking down. We're going to bend the front knee. Deep breath in. Exhaling the arms to warrior two. Looking out over the front fingers, checking that the fingers, toes, and knees are in line. If your knees coming in, just bring it in line with the toes, tucking your tail in the back. It's like you're between two panes of glass in the front and back. So you're narrow. Flipping the front hand over, inhaling to reverse warrior. Deep breaths, trying to create more space in between your ribs on the inhales. On the exhales, sinking in the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale back to warrior two. Shifting forward towards the chair. Bring your hand to the chair. Bring your back arm in a diagonal for side angle pose. You can either look down at your hand or you can look up. Finding your deep breath. On your next exhale, bringing both hands to the chair, step back to downward dog. Walking your feet forward, we're going to come to standing, and we're going to practice a balancing pose, tree. So you need to be standing next to the back of your chair. So tree pose is a balancing pose. And anytime you're doing a balancing pose, you want to pick a spot in front of you on the wall, or it could even be on the floor in your eye line, but you want to pick a spot to stare at during the balance so that you can focus. Something that's not moving that you can train your attention to so that your body can also be still. The idea of it, you always want to come to balance poses with a sense of humor, because sometimes you're just not balanced, and that's okay. Sometimes one side's really balanced and the other side's not, and that's okay too. So we'll start with our left foot grounding down. The left foot is the trunk of our tree, so it's a strong, grounded down trunk, but you can always have a little micro bend in your knee. You never have to lock it out. So we'll hold on just to get into it. So then you're going to take your right foot and glue the bottom of the foot anywhere along the leg. So it could be down at the ankle, it could be on the calf, moving up to wherever feels good. Find your spot. Find your breath. On the inhale, crown of your head growing tall. On the exhale, grounding down through the foot. So you're kind of lengthening in two ways. You're grounding down and you're lifting up. You could stay holding on, or you could try some different placements with your hands. You could try them at your heart. You could try your branches out wide. Wherever you want your tree to be. It could be a cactus. Deep breaths. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, with control, coming back down, rocking back and forth, letting the tree shape go from that side, and then we'll make it on the other side. All right, so grounding down through the right foot, spreading the right foot out in all four corners, imagining roots coming out of your foot and anchoring you down. Then deciding where along the leg to glue the left foot. Really press it in there. So a force going that way, a force going down towards the floor. Then your head is lifting tall. Find your spot you're going to stare at. And then decide if you want your branches out. Deep, even ocean belly breaths. One more inhale, grow a little taller. And then exhaling down with control. All right. I imagine those were beautiful trees. So we're going to come back to sitting. Do a little hip work before we go into our final relaxation pose. All right, so again, sitting up at the edge of your chair. So we're going to bring the right ankle to the left knee. And kind of make peace with that shape first. So we're going to put a hand on the ankle and a hand on the knee, and then find that long spine. So shoulders up, back and down, lengthening through the spine. And then just kind of lean forward until you find your edge with this hip stretch. So lean forward until you find the place where you got the good stretch. And if you go a little further, it's going to hurt. So find your edge, then find your deep breath. On the inhale, send the air to where it's tight. And on the exhale, let that place relax. On your next inhale, we're going to arch into cow back. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, arch. Flexing both feet. Exhale, round. One more time. Exhale, rounding forward, letting go, breathing here. On your next inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. We're going to take that right leg down. We're going to bring the right foot to the floor, straightening the leg, flexing the foot. Then we're just going to lean forward with a straight back, flexing the toes towards your face, pinky toe especially flexing towards your nose. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more time. And rounding forward. You can point the toe and put the foot on the ground. Then on your next inhale, rolling up the spine. Head is the last thing to come up. We'll get that on the other side. So bringing the left ankle to the right knee. Adjusting around in any way. Flexing the foot on the floor too. Hand on the knee, hand on the ankle. Shoulders up, back, and down. And then just lean forward until you find your stretch in your hip. Finding your edge. Then breathing into it. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time. And then rounding forward, releasing, relaxing into the pose, finding the peace within this shape in your body, using your breath to get there. On your next inhale, rolling up the spine, bring the left foot down to the floor, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arching up, cow-shaped back. Exhale, rounding forward, cat. One more time. Exhale, fold. Point the toe, put the foot on the floor. And on your next inhale, rounding up, coming back up. Tall spine, shaking the legs out. All right, we're making our way down. So we are going to be sitting down next to the chair, and then we'll just bring our feet up onto it, scooching close. Make your way down to laying with your feet up on the chair. So we'll do a little relaxed twist here. So bring your arms up to cactus arms, bent up by your head. We're going to bring both of the legs off the chair towards the left, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Head looks towards the right. Deep breaths here. On the exhales, letting go, sinking down, releasing any remaining tension, scooching this twist around in any way that feels good. Then finding your breath, connecting with your intention. On the exhales, just letting go. Few more breaths here. On your next inhale, you can either hug your knees into your chest and rock them around, or you can bring them back up to the chair. Take a deep breath in the middle. Then on the exhale, we're going to drop the legs over to the right, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Head looks to the left, scooching the twist around in any way that feels good. Then connecting with your deep breath. On the exhales, letting go more. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly unwinding, bringing your legs back up to the chair. We're going to have our legs up on the chair during Shavasana. So get comfortable there. Your arms can be anywhere out along your sides. You can take up as much space as you want. Palms facing up, shrugging your shoulders down away from your ears, rocking your head back and forth a couple times, and then lining up your nose with your navel. Closing your eyes. So Shavasana, corpse pose at the end of the practice, gives us a time to incorporate all of the work we've done during the practice and find complete relaxation so all of those good things can kind of settle down into our soul. Scanning your body for any remaining tension. With each exhale, letting it flow out. Relaxing the crown of your head, smoothing out the muscles in your forehead, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders and arms. Fingers are curled up and relaxed. Relaxing your belly and your hips and your legs and your feet and your toes. Allow yourself to be here without needing to do anything. Next, bring your attention to your breath, just as it is in the here and now. You don't need to make your breath any different than it naturally is. You don't have to make it slower or deeper. Just bring your attention to your natural breath with an attitude of curiosity and kindness. Notice the movement of the air as you breathe in, inhaling oxygen, and as you breathe out, exhaling carbon dioxide. Experiment with saying silently to yourself as you breathe in and out. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Or you can shorten this to in, out. Pay careful attention to your breath, following it as you breathe in and out. Follow your inhale from the beginning to the middle to the end. Then notice the pause between your in-breath and your out-breath. Follow your exhale from the beginning to the middle to the end. Notice the pause at the end of the exhale. You might want to imagine that you are floating in the ocean and each breath is a wave passing beneath you. Each inhale lifts you up and each exhale sets you back down. Just float gently on the waves of your breath. It might also help to focus on the part of your body where you notice your breath most easily, like your nose, where you can feel the air going in and out, or your belly, which rises and falls with each breath. Following your breath doesn't have to feel like work. Breathing mindfully can be relaxing and enjoyable. If your breath feels good, simply enjoy the sensation and smile. If your mind wanders or if you get distracted, that's okay. That's what minds do. Don't judge yourself as having done something wrong. You can just notice and gently say to yourself, "Oh, my mind has wandered off," and perhaps be curious about where your mind wandered off to. Then gently bring your attention back to the next breath. We'll breathe mindfully like this for a few minutes, and when it's time to return, you'll hear 3 chimes. Finding small movements in your fingers and toes. Starting to deepen your breath. Rocking your head back and forth from side to side. Slowly and carefully making your way off the chair, bringing your legs and knees down to the right, coming to your right side, curled up. Taking a few breaths here in transition. Feeling how relaxed you feel. Feeling grateful for your practice. Pushing down with your top hand and helping yourself up to a tall seat. Sitting up nice and tall, but being relaxed about it. Keeping your eyes closed and your focus inward. Feeling how relaxed you feel. And promising yourself you're going to keep some of this relaxation with you. Knowing with a few deep, mindful ocean belly breaths, you can feel it anytime you want. Joining your hands at your heart, releasing your intention, knowing the seed has been planted towards becoming your best self. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful day.
Namaste.